We're about to get the live stream started, so just stay tuned. It ought to be starting up pretty quick.
Welcome out to Kojak's Live. Action has already started. I am late to the booth. We are jam-packed tonight out at Kojak's, and as you can see, I was out at that table for the first hand when Mr. Alex, a newcomer, wakes up with ace-king. He is short-stacked. Flop comes out, 9, queen, jack. Thank you very much. Turn card's a 10. That gives Roy Hall, who's in the hand, in the +3 position, the king high straight. And that gives Mr. Alex the absolute nuts on the hand. So as you can see, Mr. Alex has already doubled up to $2,600. Roy, who just took a hit in the tournament's down to $900. $900. We are on our second hand of the night. Button is going to move over to Mr. Billy Ward, who always comes in dressed to impress. He's got his little tied knot. He makes sure and bounces it like a 14-year-old's ponytail as he walks by. Oh. As you can see, we've got a new member coming to the table, Mr. Svaboda. He is sitting down in seat number 3. Donnie will be joining the table shortly. He's still in our freeze-out tournament, $350 freeze-out tournament that had over $10,000 in the prize pool, over $10,000. And I don't know if you know what that is, but $300 entry, there's over $10K in the prize pool. That's a lot of dough for your buck. Out at Kojak's tonight, we have a packed house. We've got 2 5 on the button tables. We've got another 10 on the button table. We've got interest. We're trying to open up. We've got 4 players that want to play it and 2 that are on the limbs. But we're trying to open up a $5 round of each tournament, cash table, PLO high, and hold'em. So that will be coming out. So we've got 3 players. Action moves around to Clyde. He's going to let it go over to Roy. We are on the hold'em round. Roy's going to make the call at $10 with ace deuce. We've got 3 players to the flop. Flop comes out deuce of hearts, 3 of hearts, 10 of clubs. That gives Roy a pair of deuces, but he's way behind Mike's queen 10, top pair 10s. Mike being the first to act, he's under the gun. He's going to lead out. Roy's going to make the call. Turn card comes the king. Mike's still unracking his chips, but he makes a check. Roy leads with $100. And it looks like it's easy as that. Mike's going to lay down the best hand. Roy's going to pick up a win with the bottom pair. Quick look at the tip count. Billy's got 10K. Reagan's got 5K. Daryl's 5K. Clyde's got 4,600. Alex is at 2,600. Mike's at 1,700. Roy's just below 1,000 after taking that first hand. Second nut draw to Alex's nut draw. First hand, Mr. Chris Carter's joining us in the booth just now. He just took a terrible beat and he's out of the freeze-out tournament. First hand of this, we loaded up, hold 'em. Ace King versus King Jack. Flop comes out, Queen 9-10.
Oh, wow.
Turn card comes a Jack to give Mr. Alex, the newcomer, who sat down with around $2,000, the Ace High Broadway, and Roy had second nut straight. So it looks like by the likings of it that we're gonna have an action-packed table.
What did that cost, Roy? Was he able to get away from it?
It costed Roy all of Alex's chips because Alex was in there short. He had around 2,600, and Roy, they got it all in on the turn. Clyde was in the middle of it, and he was able to squeeze out of it. But here's Clyde with a King Jack. He's gonna raise it up or he calls the 10 under the gun. Action flies around. Man, we were busy tonight, aren't we?
I'm tired. That was a grind to that tournament.
That was a grind. When flop comes out, ace of diamonds, deuce of diamonds, 8 of spades.
Roy,
that gives Roy 2 pair, and it's a hidden 2 pair with 8 deuce. He's going to go all in for 890, and with seeing what's in Reagan's hand, 9-6, and Clyde's hand, King Jack, he's not going to get any action out of that. You know he wanted all the action. We've got Donnie's in the tournament. He's going to be moving over shortly to Dante. Dante. Donnie's not going to be playing. Dante's going to be moving over shortly. He said he's going to win the tournament, so we need to hold the seat. There comes Mr. Billy dressed to impress with the tie on. We've got Roy at 1,200, Bo at 14, Mike at 16, Alex doubled up now to 26. It cost Roy 1,300. Clyde's got 45, and it goes on up from there. Reagan and Daryl right around 5,000, and Billy is in the chip lead, buying in for $10,000. That's some money on the table tonight.
A little bit. It's going to get bigger. Guaranteed. Yeah, it's definitely going to get bigger.
When you've got a bunch of players that like to push the action sitting at the table in a little string right next to each other. So we're missing Frankie. Frankie's usually here. He's out tonight. But you've got Alex, you've got Mr. Svoboda, you've got Billy in seat 2, you've got Clyde in seat 4, you've got Reagan in seat 5, and Roy in seat 6. Bo's not going to push too much action unless he's got, the nut draw. And then you got Daryl right behind him that's just going to clean up all the waste from what's left over.
Rock.
Flop comes out Queen 9. Billy's got a gutter to the Jack for a straight. Clyde's open-ended. There's the 6. That gives Roy 3 pair. 3 pairs usually always a winner, and he thinks it is. He leads out with $300. Billy makes the call.
Nut flush draw or a flush draw.
Yes, he is gut shotted, and he's got the flush outs to the second nut flush draw. River card comes out, a deuce of clubs. It's going to bink it.
Roy wins.
So once again, here at Kojak's, 3 pair is going to win the hand. Roy leads out with, it looks like $325, $350. $300. Billy folds. Clyde lets it go. He doesn't hit his straight. So there, and just like that, after you take that first hit, after you take that double up loss right there, just like that, we're back in it with $2,200.
What do you, 2,500? What do you get at 5K?
Roy, yeah. I'm not sure. I didn't see. We can flip over to the.
Oh, no worries.
The live tracker, and Roy's up $205. So he bought in for $2,000.
$2,000. Okay.
Yeah, so he's now up. So we're still on Hold'em. Button looks to be on Clyde. That means, or Reagan, that means Mr. Roy is here to have some fun. He's going to straddle for $20, so $20 to get in. That's kind of crazy. I've never seen a tournament with two players at the same table with one chip.
One chip.
One chip.
And we as soon as we got it, we did a last longer between the two of us. And I'm on the dealer button. So, blinds are 2,000, 4,000, 4,000.
That was a smart bet from you.
Yes, yeah. And Roy, after he did, he's like, oh, yeah.
Daryl looks down at ace-10, raises it up to $50. Clyde calls with 3 deuce suited. Roy looks down from this $20 straddle. He sees pocket sixes, so he's going to make the call. Flop comes out. Ace of clubs, king of diamonds, 5 of spades. Gives Clyde a gutter to the wheel, gives Daryl top pair, and gives Roy just a little old pair of sixes. Let's see what happens here. Action checks around to Daryl. Daryl's going to lead out. As you can see, Daryl's got a broken foot. He's got it up in the chair for a little while. Daryl leads out with $125. That's going to provoke a call from both Clyde with a gut shot and Roy with the sixes. Turn card comes out, a queen of clubs. That might slow down Roy a bit, but I think Clyde's going to be there. It goes check, 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 just like that. 10 on the river gives Daryl, who had the best hand, the lock on the best hand. Broadway sitting in his hand. He's going to lead out with a bet, but he's not going to get any callers. No. Clyde's going to make fold, and so is Roy. So Daryl picks up a nice $360 win. He's sitting at a effective stack of $5,400. So I don't know if you guys have paid much attention, but we have recently switched up our tournament schedule at Kojaks. And with that switch up, we have also, included no longer charging seat charges the same way we do in cash. We don't charge for the seats in tournaments. Now an admin fee is included, and it's included in the buy-in of each tournament. And one person who I know has really enjoyed that is Mr. Chris Carter. We've had 5 tournaments so far, and you've made 4 final tables?
Cashed it. Well, I have to go back to I went with mini-series. So I've played in 9 since we had our mini-series.
So did you make it Tuesday in the $45 rebuy?
You won that one.
You chopped that one up?
Chopped it 5 ways.
Wednesday in the bounty?
No.
Okay, Thursday in the ROE?
Won it.
Okay, Friday in the...
I'm sorry, Kerry won it. We chopped.
Yeah, you chopped that. Friday in the $75 rebuy?
Won that one.
Won that one. You won that one on 1 bullet.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
And then today you finished, what, 6th place?
Yeah.
On a hot run.
Yeah, like I say, since the mini-series, I've played in 9 tournaments, cashed in 6, won 3 of them. So, yeah, it's a pretty good run. I need to keep those statistics going.
All right. Flop comes out with 5 players in the hand. Ace 5-4 flop lag for last hand for Clyde with his 3 deuce. We've got 2 pair in Billy's hand. We've got not much in Alex's, Mike's. Clyde's got a pair of 4s. He could crush that 5-4. And then Roy's got 9 deuce with a gut shot to the wheel with a 3. Billy's going to lead out and bet $30. Clyde makes the call. We're heads up action.
Oh, 5 on the turn.
Oh, 5 on the turn fills Billy up, and a 10 on the river is going to end the hand. Billy's going to lead out with a heavy bet. Looks like $500 it is. Clyde's going to say, not today, son. He knows what Billy's holding before Billy holds it.
Well, I think the ace probably, he's not going to put him on a boat right there. But yeah, the ace definitely slowed him down. King on the river, Billy gets paid off.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So tomorrow, starting at 2:30 in the afternoon at Kojak, Sunday afternoon at 2:30 p.m., we will have our deep stack tournament. $240 get you in. No seat charges, no seat charges, no seat charges for anybody sitting in the tournament. Can't say that enough. That's what all our clientele have been asking for, so we're finally able to do it. So no seat charges. $240 get you in, $40 admission fee. It's a deep stack tournament. You're going to start with 40,000 chips. $20 dealer appreciation gets you 5,000 more. And if you're here before the first card is pitched, you get 5,000 as an early bird bonus.
And so, today was a point series tournament.
Today's point series. So it's Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's tournament winner receives a voucher worth $600 into our main event in April. We haven't published the dates yet. We have the dates picked. We have the tournaments picked. We just have not published it yet. We're looking forward to a surprise release, possibly this coming week. Also tomorrow at 6:30 we have a $60 Hold'em tournament that's a re-entry tournament. It's not a rebuy, it's a re-entry. So each time you bust out, you will come in as a new player. So it looks like Clyde's got trip 9s to Bo's 10. I think he might pull a little money from Bo right here. Bo's looking at his cards and he shows his 10. Clyde bets $400. Bo's going to let it go, saying my top pair is not worth $400 more. Clyde's going to pull in a pot, $625 win. And just like that, Clyde is up to 4.4K.
What are you buying for?
4.
4? Oh, okay. It's okay for Clyde to book a winner every once in a while.
my crystal ball fortune teller is telling me Clyde's going to win 10K tonight.
Well, Dante said at the poker table in the tournament that he was going to win $25,000 tonight.
Ooh, I like to hear that. So if he starts off with 5K in that, he's got a good start to there. Because as we all know at Kojaks, it's not that difficult to win $20,000. You just got to run hot.
No, I asked him to give me odds. Bo and I both did. So give us odds on that dollar amount.
Right. 15K is a little more feasible. 25K is a tough one.
Yeah.
Reagan's going with a little bit of the mountain man look in the last few weeks. He's got that beard growing out. So just like that, moves around. We've already made one orbit around the live stream table. We're no longer on No Limit Hold'em. We are now on Pot Limit Omaha. I had to think for just a minute.
Yep. Yeah, there's 20,000 on the table right now. So it's going to be hard to win 25.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm glad you didn't take today off, by the way, since you left me hanging last week. Since we're in here,
yeah. Right. We are a team, and I am sorry I had to leave.
It was okay. It was just we had lots of. It wasn't as stimulating as this game. I will say that.
Absolutely. This one will be a little more action packed. So we are over to PLO, and as you can tell, we already have a 3-bet out there. Kings versus all kinds of stuff. Flop comes out, club, Jack 7-10. That's going to give Clyde the nut club blocker. Nobody else has clubs. Reagan's going to lead out with $75. I'd love to see Clyde pot this right here because Reagan could not call. But Clyde just makes the single call. Clyde's got a pair straight. He's got straight draws all over the place, and he hits top pair right there.
He's got 2 pair.
Yes, he's got aces and 7s, and he is now in the lead at 94%. He's going to lead out and bet 200, and this is where Reagan's really good at his analytics. He knows, and Clyde shows him, hey, this is what I had, and Reagan says, I knew you had that. I knew you had that.
Guarantee you there's a little bit of trash talking going on.
Oh, 100%. They've been giving Reagan a hard time, asking him if he's going through a midlife crisis at 29.
Yeah.
So here's another look at the chip count. Once again, Clyde is climbing that leaderboard. 4,400 last hand, 4,600 this hand. Just like that, that's how easy fortunes can change at Kojak's Poker Club. We've got 2 super juicy 5 on the buttons running as we speak right now.
A lot of money on them.
Yes, that's by when we say super juicy, we mean the stacks look like Billy's, not quite 10,000. They have
comparatively speaking.
Yeah, comparatively speaking, percentage wise, they have a lot of money on them.
Yeah, I want to say the big stack out there probably had 1,800. Easy enough.
On a 5 on the button. So button is on. I think it is
Mike.
On.
It's on Mike.
Mr. Svoboda.
Yeah.
I can't say his name correctly. We'll call him Mr.
Mike. Yeah, I just call him Mike. Yeah. Because Clyde straddled.
That should make it interesting. With just $10 on the button, the opening pot bet would be $30. But now that there's a $20 straddle out there, that makes the opening pot bet $70. And that's exactly what Reagan did, I think.
60 or 70, yeah.
20, 40, 60, 70?
And Roy comes over the top.
Welcome to Kojak's. Home with the straddle, the pot, and then the pot.
Yeah, Roy.
Roy comes over the top. Reagan 3-bets it to 60. Roy is going to 4-bet it to 175. Action moves over to Bo. He's not there, so of course his cards are going to go in the muck. Daryl's going to let it go. Action is now going to move on around over to Mr. Alex in seat 1.
While I'm thinking about this, it popped in my head. I had somebody ask me. Go ahead. I'll let you finish the handout.
Absolutely. We've got 4 players, $710 in the pot.
What are new player options to come here? If you're a new member, what does it cost them to come in? Daily, monthly, yearly, hourly, all that kind of stuff. And I had a player. I know he's watching tonight. That's
So now that we've reduced our application fee, we've heard what the players wanted. So we've taken our application fee from $50 to $10. So now they're coming in for a $10 application fee. That gets them signed up in our system. They owe, for a membership, they can do a daily, a monthly, or an annually. Respectively, it's 20 for the daily, 50 for the monthly, and $500 for the annually. And then in our tournaments, it's no time charge, but in our cash games, it is a $15 an hour. However, if you buy 6 hours, it does knock the price down to $12.50. So if you have the chance, play for $12.50.
You have the option of buying 300 hours worth.
You do have the option to buy $325 after tax, gets you 25 hours, and that takes the cost down to $12.
Yeah, okay. Like I said, I had somebody ask me, and I wasn't sure what it was anymore. And I walk in, y'all just tell me what to pay.
Looks like Bo's over there, maybe playing a little Candy Crush, taking a break from the game. Clyde's going to pick this one up with Queen 9. Roy's all in. Clyde's got the winning hand right now. Roy's all in with a pair of kings. Action's now on Billy. Billy's thinking about it. Billy's got ace, king, queen, 8. He's going to let it go. Come on, Clyde, make the call. Oh, man. Clyde had him on the rails right there. And is Roy going to show him?
Yeah.
Roy's going to show him. Oh, he's going to show him all and show Clyde that he had the best hand. That'll be the only time that Roy gets by on him. Clyde will not let that happen again. As you can see, one of our newer dealers, Miss Yvonne, is at the table. She is from Cuba. And she is...
By way of Miami?
Yes.
Yep.
And she is very well versed in PLO and Hold'em. She is extremely swift, extremely fast, and extremely nice. But moves over to Mr. Clyde. We've got the $20 straddle by Mr. Reagan. And we have picked out our new live stream table. So we'll see. We're getting a new one in the works.
Different shape.
A little more of a mushroom, little more rounded.
Okay.
A little bigger.
Lower pads. Yeah. I wish we could get like that one video you see that has it's got his picture of Phil Hellmuth and he has like ace 5 or something, but he can look down into it and there's a camera underneath it looking at the cards. That's
Roy's first act. He's going to straddle for 20, so he's not first act. Not Roy. Reagan still's last action with a $20 straddle. Action's first on Mr. Roy Hall. He's going to call the $20. Looks like Billy is going to raise it up to 60. 90, sorry. He 3-bets it to 90. Clyde makes the call from the button. Reagan and Roy both make the call, so we got 4-way action. $360 in the pot. Flop comes out 9 club, 4 club, 3 of hearts.
be nice to know what those other 2 are.
Yes.
That's why we need the windows with the cameras.
Yes. And as soon as this hand's over, I'm going to step out and let them know that we do need to have the cards read.
That might pick them up. Where Clyde dropped them, maybe.
3 players left in the hand. Reagan showing 2 pair 8s and 4s. Billy showing 2 pair 8s and 4s. Option checks over to Billy. Billy throws out 5 black chips. Clyde's going to make the call. That means Clyde's got a super piece of this. He may have 2 hearts and 2 clubs in his hand. As we know, Billy's just got straight draws. He's got 2 pair boat draws.
Hits the
River card comes a 9 of spades.
Didn't hit the.
And it goes check, check. I see a spade in. I see an ace of spade in Clyde's hand. It looks
That
like a
might have
face card.
counterfeited Billy. Clyde had aces in his hand.
Yep,
Yep,
Clyde's
he
got
did.
ace, ace, jack, deuce. That 9 counterfeited Billy. Clyde pulls in the pot.
Look at Clyde up 1,300.
And as you see those little blue chips going across the table, those are chip tips for our dealers. We are not allowed by Texas law to tip with cash chips, as all chips must be in fair play of all players. So those chips on the table have to be winnable by players on the table, so we cannot give those to the dealers. So we sell little dollar tip chips. That way you don't have to tip dollar bills, and they have no play value on the table. They only have value to our dealers and our brushes.
Want me to go tell him? Watch the circles.
Yes. Let them know even if they're mucking their hands, they do have to have the cards read before. Button moves around to Mr. Reagan. We are still on PLO. This is our 5th hand of PLO. Let me bring up the computer and see what we have left in our tournament. Our tournament's been running hot. If you have a chance, make it out to the Deep Stack tomorrow. We've got 5 players remaining in our freeze out tournament. $10,000 up for grabs. An even chop right now would be $2,000 apiece, but I don't think that there will be an even chop on that. So 10 on the button at Kojaks. It's going to move around. Billy's going to raise it up to $50 with Queen Jack 5-4. Mike's going to make the call. Clyde's going to make the call. Reagan's going to make the call. Roy is, I don't see how Roy can fold here. Roy's going to look down at any 4 cards and probably make this call. No, he's not. He made a liar. Oh, the reason he did not make the call is because Reagan 3-betted up to $260. So the action is now $260. It's over on Alex to make the call. He's peeking at his cards. He sets them back down on the reader, and he's got something to think about. He likes his Queen 996. It's going to be 250 more to him. And he's not going to let it go. So his $10 goes into the middle of the pot. Action's now over on Billy. Billy's got Queen Jack 5-4. He's going to make the $260 call, which makes the pot super juicy now for Mr. Mike. Mike's got Ace Queen Jack 7. He's got the nut flush draw, a couple straight draws wrapped in there. He's going to make the call also. Clyde's got Jack 10-6-4, double suited. Got to love those kind of hands. So we're setting a pot at $1,100. Flop comes out, 5 of hearts, 4 of hearts, 5 of clubs, 3 of clubs, 4 of hearts.
Oh, thanks, by the way. Clyde yelled at me. No, he said, my cards are always in the circle.
The reader's just off to the side of the circle.
He didn't yell at me.
So we've got an opening bet by Billy. Billy flops top 2 pair. Trying to look, see, nobody has the straight yet.
No.
And lots of straight draws. Billy's going to bet $550 right around half pot. Clyde makes the call. Turn card comes. 5 of diamonds.
Billy makes a boat.
Yeah, Billy boats up once again. Leads out with $450. Clyde makes the call. River card is 7. That's going to give Clyde a 7 high straight. Billy's got 5s
That's
full
horrible.
of 4s.
Clyde leads out.
Billy checks and Clyde leads out. I wonder if Billy thinks he may have a pocket pair of 7s. He can't fold right here, so Billy goes all in for $7,100 more. Clyde's got $2,900 back in his stack. He made that check as a trapping check raise check.
Lay down, Clyde.
Clyde smells it and he's going to let it go. That was a great laydown, and out of respect, Billy shows him the 5-4. I'm assuming he showed him the 5-4. I'm assuming he wouldn't show him the Queen Jack, because that would just be
No,
frustrating.
he had them all 4 face though.
Okay,
Yeah, he had them all 4.
Button moves around to Mr. Roy.
I think most of these players can sniff out a paired board
Yes.
for the most part.
That would have been a good bluffing spot, too.
Absolutely.
Chip counts. Billy's at 11-4. Daryl's at 5-4. He's up $600 or $400. Reagan's down to 4,000. Clyde is, I think he's a little below even now.
If he started with 2, he's up.
Yeah, let me double check that. Clyde is down. He started at 5. He's down 900.
Okay.
Reagan's down 100. Mike's down 100. But just like that in
Did
PLO.
Bo add on, or did he win something while I walked out? Because he's got 2,900 in front of him. He was down a little bit.
I think Bo added on because he bought in, I think, for 15 or 2K, somewhere in that area right there. Not exactly sure.
Okay.
Make sure you're.
Yeah.
Here we go. Action moves around. So we've got King 10, 10, 7. Look at this, raised to $30. Brad, commentating on this so I can share it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was sharing too.
Yes, so we've got 5 players in the hand, $750 in the pot. Flop comes out, King 10. I know somebody had a King 10. Oh my gosh, Alex flops the set. Roy's got a full wrap around Broadway.
Yeah, I think it comes down to Roy and Alex pretty easy. And Roy, oh wow, Roy makes a set.
Oh my gosh, set over set. Holy cow.
A little easier to get away from in PLO, but with that board doesn't look scary at all. Looks like Roy bet 750. And Alex called, I think. I can't tell if he called or not. No, he hasn't called yet. Yep, he makes the call. He makes the call.
That's a hard one to get away from with. That's a dangerous one to get away with. So we've got a pot brewing on the 7th hand of ROE.
And I just realized Clyde has 2 pair, 8-5. Wow. Clyde calls.
Clyde does not want to pair up. He needs to be able to get away from this.
This could be.
And he's got clubs. Clyde's the only one with 2 clubs.
He needs one. It's the only thing that'll save him. Club on the river.
Clyde hits it.
Clyde
hits it. A $3,000 pot. The queen of clubs gets in there. And we've got set over flush in Midland, Texas. Set over flush. I think this is going to go check, check.
Nope, Roy's going to think his aces are good.
Roy, it looks like Roy bet the pot.
Because he does have the scare ace, but Roy bets 3,000.
Come on, Clyde, make this call. Can he make this call?
Alex has a set of 10s. He may think they're good.
Oh, I thought Alex had already folded. I didn't even see that. Alex may have asked how many chips does he have left right behind this. So we've got a set of 10s over a set of aces over a 6-high in-hand flush. Clyde, look at this. Clyde's reaching for chips. Clyde makes the call. What a call by Clyde Hinton to pick up this $5,000 pot. Roy shows his aces, and Clyde shows his 6-high flush. Let's watch Daryl and Bo's face right here. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Look at Bo. Bo's like, you got what? And Daryl says, get him, Clyde. Get him. She's showing the exact amount to make sure that Roy is able to call, because Clyde had less than Roy bet on the river card. And so that's what's going out there is that extra. Looks like he got about 200 or 300 back and had to put in a couple reds to make it even. So Clyde Hinton has doubled up now. He is at $6,900. Wow. Welcome to Kojaks, where action is non-stop.
We just had a flush called with 8 high in his hand. Wow. And it would have been disastrous.
Yes.
It would have been disastrous had an 8 or a 5 fallen off there on the river. Martin, thank you for watching. James, thank you for watching. Lori, thank you for watching. She always watches us.
Yes, I think she watches for a particular reason.
You.
Yeah, absolutely, just me.
Well, you sang to her that night.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, so she always watches for you. She's still a little green in the gills, so we're trying to get her to feel better. She's getting there, though. She told me the other day she hadn't had coffee or Diet Coke in 3 weeks. I said, well, that's why you're sick. Your body's just rejecting everything. Corey Smith, thank you for watching. Oh, we got Alex and Bo tied up in a hand.
What do we got in the pot? $20?
Yeah.
So it's just a check. Flop comes out 10, king, and that's a hard one because that leaves 2 10s left in the deck. Alex is holding one of them. Bo's got the top pair.
Yeah, and he's not going to put him on a 10 necessarily.
No, Alex checks and Bo bets the pot.
Yeah, Bo bet 60 and Alex called 60. Oh, just 10 on the river.
No way.
Just quality.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It was king 10. It was picking up the turn card.
Okay.
I mean the burn card.
Well, 8, 9, 10 jack still looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks like a winner right there in its own.
Reese, thank you for watching. Lori just asked, what color shirt is Clyde wearing? I don't know. I'll have to look. It's red.
I think it's red, yeah, because he's got black and red shoes. He always matches his shoes to his shirt, so I think it's red and black.
Okay.
So getting ready for the last hand of Pot Limit Omaha. Cards are coming around. $10 on the button. I guarantee you the top of the table right now is the 6 high flush.
Yes, that is red.
Yep, it is red. Matches his hat.
Yes.
So we've got Alex under the gun. He's going to let it go. Welcome to the booth, Miss Amanda, with some Starbucks. Absolutely. You want one?
I tried that last time. I think I got to drink that one first before I do my normal coffee.
Oh, it is spectacular today. It is spectacular.
Then I guess yes.
Yes. I guess yes. Here we go. Let me give you some money. Here you go. Yeah, that should be enough.
You got my money from earlier.
All right, we've got on the flop. Flop comes out Jack 6. Both players have a jack in their hand.
Oh, I'm kind of liking Reagan's jack a little better right now.
Right, so Clyde's looking for a 3, a 5, or a 7. Reagan's looking for an ace, a king, or a deuce. And we've got action.
Now Clyde picks up open-ended and trip jacks.
Oh my goodness. Reagan picks up the second nut flush draw along with his trip jacks. Clyde's reaching for some black chips. He's going to set a little stack of black chips out there. It can't be any more than 300 because the pot's sitting at 330.
Without an 8 in your hand, though.
So,
I mean, that's...
Clyde bets the pot at 330. Yes, Yvonne makes the change for him, gives him $70 back, and Reagan quickly calls with a 4 on the river. Clyde hits a 8 high straight, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Wow.
8. Reagan went brick. Clyde's looking down at his hand. He might be peeking down at Reagan's chips.
Well, and Clyde has chips to burn right now.
Yes, he's got them bluffing chips, but in this case, he is not bluffing with them. He's reaching down, grabbing a stack of black. It looks like maybe $500, and that's exactly what it is. $500 to Reagan to make the call.
I think Reagan gets away from this.
I think Reagan smells it because Reagan could think Clyde has,
And,
he pots it. He pots it.
And
Clyde lets it
gets
go.
away.
Oh no.
We apologize, Reagan.
Reagan gets away with one
Well
on Clyde
played.
right there. Very well played hand, and Clyde had to put him on a boat at that point. Clyde knew that he had a jack. There was one jack left in play.
Yep.
Pocket 6s, pocket 8s, pocket 4s, jack 6, jack 8, jack 4, any of those win the hand. And he gave Reagan the credit there. Clyde got away with one last hand with that 6 high flush, and he lets one go there, but he lets it go in a fashion that you have to let it go.
He's supposed to let that go.
Yeah, you have to let that
Yeah.
go. He doesn't get, he gets bluffed out of it, but he didn't get outplayed right there. That is textbook pot limit Omaha, and you have to lay down that hand to that because your player's not going to make that move unless they have one of those 4 hands that I just announced, or one of those 6 hands that I just announced.
Especially Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan's not going to make a move in that point unless he's got the nuts 95% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, Reagan's image helped him right there.
Oh,
More than
man.
anything.
Then you're 100% correct. The image is what made that happen. And if Clyde could have that hand back, I don't think he ever calls right there to a pot bet. He let out with 500. Reagan pots it. That puts it at what, almost $300.
Yeah.
That you can't make that call unless you've got the low boat. That's the only way you can make that call.
And we would have watched Reagan throw up if Clyde makes that call right there. Chad, thank you for watching.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all.
And if I happen to miss some of you as you come across the screen, apologize. We appreciate everybody watching.
We are on a 30-minute delay, 30 minutes. So anything that you guys do type in and we answer, it will be coming across in 30-minute delay.
We're back to Hold'em.
I'm going to type a quick message in response to Mr. Reese, if I can find our mouse cursor.
It's all over the screen up there.
Yep, I just couldn't find it down here.
Dale, thank you for watching. Bo's going to take that down with an all-in move. Roy flops top pair aces, Bo catches tens, and goes all in on him.
Quick little look at the chip count. Clyde is up to $5,700. Billy's got the chip totals right now. He's in the lead. We'll see what happens. As you can see in the top right corner right there, that's one of our juicy 5 on the button tables running hot. So we're back to 2 cards. 2 cards hold 'em. 2 cards. So if you can't see us on Facebook, we definitely have the Twitch page open now, and we've also got the YouTube table open also.
Yep.
So look at this. We've got a pot brewing. Flop comes out. Three-way action. 10, 9, 7, 2 hearts. Reagan's got pocket eights. Alex has the third 8 out there, and Billy's got top pair. Billy is in the lead right now, but he can be outdrawn. Backdoor flush possibilities, but that's about it. Only with runner hearts, and there's one of the runner hearts that we were just talking about. Deuce isn't going to help anybody. Billy still stays in the lead. $240 in the pot. Billy's reaching for chips as we speak. He throws down around $150. Action's over to Reagan with the open-ended straight draw and the only heart among the 3 players. Reagan's going to let it go. Action's over to Alex. Alex looks at his hand. He lets it go. Billy's going to pick up a pot there with the best hand. He wanted more in that pot, but he didn't get it, but he is happy with that.
I'm not sure if Billy would have backed a call right there, though. He really has a 10.
Right. He's got a 10 that's beaten by 10-6, 10-7, 10-8, 10-9, 10 jack.
Well, he's going to have to fade a lot on the river, too.
Yes.
It's a lot to avoid.
So we've got a dealer change. Mr. Tennyson coming in. Chip count once again. Roy is down to $230 after taking that big beat. He's just going to pick his spots, laugh it off, and make it a new day. I am going to step out for 1 second, Mr. Carter, and I'm going to check on the tournaments. If you'd like to trade me chairs, you can have the captain chair.
You need your phone.
Here we go. There we go. Reagan's going to look down at a monster. Clyde straddles it up to $20. Reagan's going to re-pop it. Action's now going to be 55, 60. 60 is the action. Bo doesn't know it, but action's on him.
Yeah, Bo folds. Alex will probably fold.
I don't know what was so amusing, but it had all of their attention.
Looks like Frankie was walking to the back there. Was that Frankie? It looked like Frankie.
I'm not sure. He may be coming in. So we've got 9-7 versus Ace-Queen. Flop comes out 8-8 Queen. Reagan flops top pair. Clyde throws a quarter into the pot. That's got to be a tricky bet because Clyde could have an 8 right there in Reagan's head.
No, he definitely calls. Yeah.
No, he raised.
Oh, he raised. Yeah.
He bet $70. Clyde's representing a bluff right here. He's not really paying. There's Basil. As you can see, there's Basil right there. Clyde checks. Reagan bets $100.
Yeah, Clyde's just not giving money away.
No. All right, that hand is over. I'll be back in just a moment.
Players on I've got 1 minute remaining on break. 1 minute.
Roy's first to act with the 9-3. And Roy raises to 40. On the side, I doubt he gets a walk here. Yeah, Reagan's definitely calling $20. Clyde calls with his 6-4. It looked like Roy was digging out for more chips, so he's going to buy some more. He might double up. Nope, it's a chop. Roy wakes up with Jack 8. Looks like Roy straddled. Darrell with pocket 4s. Calls the 20. Alex folds. Billy will call. Reagan wakes up with ace queen again. He's had that a couple times. He raises to 100. Roy calls the 80. Darrell calls the 80. Billy calls. I think Mike probably lays, oh, Mike's going to call. He made it, going to make a liar out of me. So that didn't scare anybody off. Flop comes deuce 9-7 with 2 hearts. Darrell's the only one with a heart draw. Roy moves all in. Billy snap calls him. And Darrell would have won that hand. He would have made a set. Oh, it's a 10 on the river. Darrell would have still won the. No, he wouldn't have. I guess the reader was reading the burn card as it came across. A 10 of diamonds hit the river. It looked like a 4. Well, I guess it was. It was a 4 of hearts it showed. So. There's Frankie. Frankie joined us. I thought that was Frankie a second ago. Bo wakes up with pocket 3s, makes the call. Looks like Darrell called 10. Billy wakes up with jacks, just calls the 10. Alex with pocket 10s. Clyde with pocket deuces. Wow. Clyde raises to 175. He's going to weed them out. Yeah, it looks like we're going to go to a flop. I guess the jacks laid it down. Wow. Bo picks up a 3 right off the flop. That's pretty stout. That was the case 3. One of them was folded. Clyde bets 600. Bo calls a 6. I don't know if Mike will call here or not. I think we shall see. He does. He makes the call. He moves all in for 785. So I think Clyde gets away from it pretty easy. Bo will snap call this one. Mike's not going to like the results. Oh, Clyde would have made a wheel. Wow. Looks like Roy's rebought. He has 4,000 in front of him. And I don't know if Mike's rebuying or not. Bo wakes up with ace king. Daryl. Don't know what Daryl has yet. Daryl folds 6-5. Alex folds queen 3. Billy queen 6. Clyde deuce 3. Reagan wakes up with pocket 8s. He raises to 50. Roy snaps him with 10-8. Frankie should fold his jack deuce. Flop comes 10 king 7. Oh, Frankie made the call with his jack deuce. I did not realize that. Daryl wakes up with 10 jack of diamonds. And raises to 40, is that right? Raises to 40, yep. I thought that was what it looked like. Clyde has jack 3 of spades. He calls the 40. Bo wakes up with ace king. Looks down at ace king. Wow. He's catching some hands now. He's just going to call the 40. Woo. Bo picks up top pair. Daryl picks up open-ended. Daryl fires out 100. And Daryl picks up the check mark. Bo called. They're going to sniff it out. Bo picks up nut flush draw. Ken, thank you for watching. Frankie's, oh, I can't tell. Frankie bets 1,000. Bo raised it to 2,500. Really good raise by Bo. And Frankie lays it down. Well played, Bo. That really was. It was a good play. Zach, thank you for watching. Back to the round of PLO. Billy calls 10 with pocket kings. Reagan raises. Daryl calls. Well, it looks like everybody's called the 30 on the raise so far. Goldberg, thank you for watching, sir. Need to get back down here so I can get some of that money out of your pocket. Flop comes 6-3-4 or 4-3-6. Frankie flops straight and bets 210, which was the pot. Alex calls. Trip 6 is Frankie's still in the lead. And they're going to chop it. There he is. He's
Knock,
back.
knock. You're going to have me back for about 10 minutes. And then Charlie's going to go deal.
Oh, yeah?
It's busy out there. There's people walking around like crazy. There's so much. I looked at every single pot, and every single pot is inflated $500 plus. We've got dealers that need off, so we're gonna have to head in there and get it. Hey, Big Taco's at the table. Sit down with 8,000.
Down to 6,900.
Oh. So you've got me. What time is it?
I don't know. 921.
9:20. You got me for about 25 minutes. Man, there is. We just had 6 or 7 new players come in. We've got no seats open.
Wow.
We've got the final 4 of the tournament left. They did a save. 300 off first, 200 off second, 100 off third for a $600 save for 4th place in the tournament. And, man. So hand number 26, we're on PLO. We've got the straddle out there. $10 on the button, $20 straddle, $40 live. First action is going to be on Roy Hall. And he's not going to exercise that action. He's going to let it go.
Yeah, they need you in here doing this. I'm not quite as exciting as you.
I talk too much.
I'm just like, Roy's got Jack 8, 4 deuce. I figured out I'm tired tonight. I really am. It's,
Mentally done. Frankie looks down at ace king, deuce 8, suited nut flush draw on the diamonds. He's going to make the call of 40. Action's going to fold around over to Alex. He's going to let it go. Billy's going to make the call of the 30 with ace king, queen 5. He's got a flush in his hand. Clyde's going to make the call. He already did it. All right, so we're all the way. Flop comes out. 4 clubs, 5 of hearts, jack of diamonds. Sorry, the jack of diamonds is on the turn. You can't see that. You can't see the 10 of spades in there because it's hidden under the screen right there. So we've got 10, jack, 5, 4.
That hand that got Mike.
Yes.
Pocket 10s, pocket 3s. Of course, Bo catches the case 3.
Oh gosh.
But there was pocket 3s, pocket deuces, pocket 3s, pocket 10s, pocket jacks.
Oh no.
And the pocket deuces would have won. They would have made a wheel on the river. Bo flops a set, and Mike gets it all in.
Jesus.
And Clyde lays down pocket deuces, and it comes runner where he would have made a wheel.
We've got action here on the turn. Reagan leads out with 100. Frankie makes the call. Billy's going to bump it up to 560. Clyde makes the call. Clyde's got all kinds of outs on this hand. Frankie makes the call. 3 players remaining, $1,900 in the pot. River card comes out, a 9 of spades, giving Billy the best hand, the king
It's going
high
to cost
straight.
Clyde some money.
Yes. So Clyde has the bottom end of the straight.
Frankie's bluffing.
No.
Frankie's bluffing.
Frankie is bluffing. Billy doesn't fold here. There's no chance for Billy to fold.
No, he's got nut straight. He's not going anywhere.
So Frankie bets the pot $1,900.
Frankie saved Clyde some money.
So action is on Billy. He's got the winner of the hand. He's just double checking to see.
He's going, yeah, there's absolutely nothing.
Billy goes all in. Clyde folds, and Frankie is going to let it go, and the pot is pushed over to Billy. Billy pulls in a $3,300 profit on a $11,900 pot. Just like that. Bam. Runner, runner, nothing's funner.
Jacob, thank you for watching.
So as the action moves around, 10 on the button, Frankie makes the call. I gotta head out to get their cell phones.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. Yeah, as you can see, he gets a little more excited about these hands. And today, like I say, I'm tired. It's been a grind today, but like I say, we'll still try to have a little fun. There may be moments where you're just watching the play. Flop comes King Deuce 6 with 2 clubs on the board. Frankie's got nut club draw. Bo folds. Alex has top pair. Clyde folds. Frankie wins 340. Chad, thank you for watching, sir. Daryl raises the 30. Alex calls the 30. Clyde calls the 30. Flop comes 8 King Ace. 9 on the turn. Ronnie, thank you for watching, sir. King on the river, and it looks like Alex is going to get the check mark, and he's going to lay it down to a bet from Clyde. That's the nice thing is, Lou, thank you for watching, sir. That's the nice thing about sitting in here. We can see who would get the check mark. You just never know if it's going to work out that way. And these guys will make liars out of us pretty regular. We think they're going to do one thing and they do the exact opposite.
We have a seat open in the live feed if anybody's interested.
Daryl calls with Queen 10 9 deuce. Oh, he raises to 50. See what I mean about making you a liar? Clyde calls with Ace Jack and pair of fives. Reagan free bets to 200. In position with 9-7-6-5. Flop comes 10-10-8. Daryl picks up the best hand right now, it looks like. Frankie's open-ended. Doesn't look like anybody has a heart draw. Daryl bets, Reagan bets 400. Clyde picks up a jack, giving Daryl the straight, but Clyde a pair of jacks and a pair of tens. And Daryl's going to take it down. Marty, thank you for watching, sir. Billy raises to 40 with pocket queens. Clyde calls the 40. Reagan calls the 40. Looks like Frankie called the 30 to complete it. There we go. Now we can see Bo's cards. King Jack 10-6. Bo flops 2 pair. Billy picks up a diamond draw. Billy picks up the only diamond draw. Clyde bets 100. Reagan raises to 700. I'm sorry, to 300. I saw it 7. I said it raises to 300. Billy folds. They check. River comes a 5, and Reagan's going to pick up the check mark. And Clyde will have to lay it down. Daryl folds. Alex makes the call. Clyde raises to 35, it looks like. Raises. It looks like Clyde raised it to 40. Yep, Clyde did raise it to 40. Reagan calls. Roy folds. Frankie calls. Alex has the best draw. Clyde picks up the top hand. Clyde bets 200. Reagan folds. I think Frankie will fold here. Yeah, Bo will fold. Alex calls the 200. Alex is chasing that flush. And he hits his flush on the river. We have a new player, I guess, sitting in seat 3. That's Robert. You can just see a piece of him on the screen. Reagan 3-bets with pocket aces. Did Roy fold? Roy did fold with pocket jacks. Flop comes King 4-8. And Clyde picks that one up.
Coffee. There's no ice.
And we're back to Hold'em. Billy has calls with ace deuce of diamonds. Clyde folds, Reagan folds, Roy folds. Frankie raises to 100 with 8-5 of spades. Alex calls the 90 with Queen 8 of clubs. And we're going to heads up. Alex flops 2 pair. Frankie bets 300. Not realizing he's in pretty bad shape right here. Alex raises to 900. And he'll take it down. Frankie raises with ace deuce of clubs to 100. Bo calls, Alex calls, Clyde calls. Flop comes ace 9-5 with 2 clubs. Whew. I believe there's something for everybody on this board. Looks like Frankie bets 400. Alex moves all in for 2,400. I would be shocked if Frankie laid it down, but he could pretty easily, I guess. Frankie called. Frankie moves all in for 6,300. And Bo has no idea how bad a shape he's in right now. I mean, I think Bo knows he's behind, but I don't think Bo realizes that his clubs are no good. He's drawing less than 1%. I mean, there's nothing Bo can catch short of runner to win this pot. I don't think Bo calls. I really don't. If Bo just feels like gambling for $6,000, he might. But Bo, I don't think Bo's going to gamble. I don't think he's going to take a shot like that. I just don't think he may make a liar of it, but he's going to fold it. He's getting them in folding position, it looks like. Brian Duplantis, thank you for watching. Yeah, I was fixing to say he kicked them. And Alex wins it with ace-9. Picks up 3,200. Whew. And Frankie's shaking his head like he should have hit that. Oh, Frankie's playing the... Frankie got there. All in. And Frankie gets the check mark. Sorry, I was answering people online. When I looked up, I saw we had us a hand going. Turned into a big one. With, I must add, with the Charlie. Frankie wins with the Charlie. The 5-3. Frankie makes it, I believe, 100 to go. Yep, with ace king. Bo's going to go all in with pocket fours. Frankie's fixing to call. I'm predicting Frankie calls. Clyde's moving all in with pocket nines. Wow. Frankie, I don't know if Frankie will call two all ins in front of him. Jack, sir, thank you for watching. No, Frankie lays it down. Flop comes Jack 5-3. Oh, he catches a 4 on the river. Good grief. Catches the 4 of diamonds on the river. That was pretty gross. Yeah, it was a pretty ugly beat. And Clyde takes him like a champ. I mean, he just pushes his chips in. I'll be right back, folks. I'm back. I just want to make sure the count was right on that last hand with Clyde. They got it right. Jade, thank you for watching. And everybody, it's banging up here tonight. If you're out here watching, you ought to get up here. There are tables everywhere. And there's lots of action on every one of them. So I think they're fixing to open up another 5 on the button table. So like I say, if you're sitting at home with nothing to do on a Saturday night watching this, come up and be a part of it. Bo looks down at pocket jacks. Frankie straddles for 20. Bo moves all in with pocket jacks. Bo will pick up the 30. Alex raises to 40 with pocket 7s. Clyde calls. Roy's going to call the 40 with pocket 4s. Frankie's going to call with pocket deuces. And we're off to a flop. Alex flops a set. No diamond draws. No help to anybody else. Four comes on the turn. And Frankie's going to lay it down. Yeah, Alex bet 1,500. Alex shows Frankie the pocket 7s there. Alex raises with pocket 9s to 60. Clyde calls the 60 with 9-3 of hearts. Reagan calls with 7-4 of diamonds. Up comes king, queen, 6, 2 clubs. Now we're back to PLO. Billy calls with pocket fours, ace jack in his hand. Robert wakes up with kings. He calls the 10. Clyde calls. Reagan will raise with aces in his hand. Yeah, he raises to 50. Roy folds, Frankie folds, Bo will fold his, I think. Oh, he called with pocket deuces. Daryl calls. Alex is coming along for the ride. Seven, 10, 6, all diamonds. Robert picks up second nut flush, and it's going to check around. I just don't think Robert makes any money here. I think everybody folds. Robert has pocket kings again. Clyde calls, Reagan folds. Roy raises to 50. Frankie calls. Looks like Bo calls. Looks like Daryl calls. Alex calls. Looks like everybody calls around the table. So 7 players going to the flop. Robert picks up a set of kings. Alex picks up the flush draw, the winning flush draw. And a gut shot. Roy bets 300. I don't know if Roy has the nut flush draw or not. Robert moves all in for 920 with a set of kings. We'll find out pretty quick if Roy calls. Yeah, Roy has the nut flush draw with a king with top pair. And a straight draw and a... Yeah, Roy's probably calling here. Billy will not be calling. I don't know Alex well enough to know if he'll go after that flush or chase that gut shot. I'm just not sure if he'll do that. If a 9 comes, if a black 9 comes, it's going to cost Roy some money too, I think. Okay, Roy moves on for 4,000. That should run everybody else out of the hand. I don't see Alex calling here, and I know Billy's not calling whatsoever. If Billy calls here, I would be absolutely shocked. But I just don't see Billy calling at all here. So yeah, everybody folded. So it's going to go, we'll turn our hands over and see what we're chasing. And they'll find out all the good news or the bad news as the crusher puts the board out. And she put them both out. Oh, there we go. Robert ends up making a full house. Kings full of 7s. Reagan makes it 50 to go. Looks like Roy calls. Frankie calls. Bo calls. Daryl calls. Clyde calls. Queen Jack 9. Reagan bets 100. We still don't know what his cards are. Frankie calls the 100. Billy folds. Imagine Clyde will call. There we go. King Jack 10. Oh, he flopped it. And Reagan picks up the check mark. But again, if he calls, he's going to win the pot. Frankie can't call. And Clyde's going to see the bad news. Reagan straddles, so Roy will be first to act. Clyde flops 2 pair. I don't see Roy has a diamond draw, but it's not. Reagan has the diamond draw. Alex might have the diamond draw. We still don't know what he has. And Clyde's going to win this one, for sure. I don't think anybody can. Yeah, Clyde gets a check mark right there. And I think everybody goes away. Yeah, everybody goes away. And Clyde picks up 1,200 just like that. So if you didn't get to play in our mini series a few weeks back, keep your eyes open for our West Texas Poker Championship, or whatever they're going to call it this time, but I think that's what we call it every year, coming up in April. It's supposed to be a big one. I'm guessing, and this is 100% my speculation, that the main event will have well over, if we go on the main tournament, we'll have well over 150,000 in the prize pool. It should be a really good tournament. There's going to be, 10 days, 12 days of tournaments, something like that. And again, that's me speculating. But from the way they're talking about it, that looks like what we're going to end up having. And it's going to be an absolute blast. And if you get a chance to come out and play in these weekly tournaments, come play. The value is so good on not having to pay your seat charges. And, you're paying that admin fee, and that's it. And then you play the game. And it looks like we've got another one brewing right here. Ace King, pocket kings, and pocket aces. Pocket deuces in the bottom. I like deuces in this hand. I'm just going to say a deuce is coming in the window. Right? Nope. Oh, it made a liar out of me. 10, queen, 8. Reagan picks up the diamond draw for this hand and still has top pair. You can see he's 44% chance of winning it. Frankie comes out betting 400 with 2 pair. And right now that is the best hand, but it's not looking good. And Reagan's going to lay it down. And I don't think Roy will call the 400 either. Nope, Frankie picks up 3. Anyway, back to the weekly tournaments. Like I say, the value is so good. And they've been having really good prize pools. And I'm not just saying that because I've had a good run in them. This last week, we all know how runs go; they come and go. But it is certainly a player friendly place. And they've listened. Like I say, the ownership and management have listened to what people, the players want, what the members want here, and they try really hard to accommodate everything. So, like I say, we need to come out and play in them. If you're a member and you haven't been here in a while, you need to come play in it. And absolutely support this club because they are doing everything they can to try to support you and in your request. So, like I say, it's been a wonderful change of pace, and it is definitely a player friendly place when it comes to the tournaments, especially the formats are really good. You can check out the formats on the Facebook Kojak's Facebook page, and just really, it's like I say, you won't find a better value there. It's really a good place to come play. So I can't stress that enough. So let me get back to the board. I was answering text and things like that from players. So anyway, board comes 8-5 deuce. Looks like Frankie picks up a set of fives. Billy flops open-ended. And Frankie's going to take that pot down with a big raise. Clyde's going to take this one down. Billy bets 700. Clyde calls a 700. I think Alex probably folds here. Pretty sure he folds here. Roy sure has had pocket aces quite a bit tonight, it seems like. Dell raises to 30 and looks like everybody calls but a couple. Diamond draw. Bo picks up the diamond draw. Billy is open-ended. Clyde picks up top pair. And it's going to check around. Clyde's still open-ended, or Clyde's open-ended now. Bo's open-ended with the diamond draw. Daryl with the wrap. Bets 125. Billy calls. Well, everybody calls, but Roy. Queen on the river, and Robert's going to take this one down with a full house. Well, hello, Stacy. Thank you for watching. We're back to Hold'em. Billy looks down at Ace Jack. And again, sorry, I was just answering text. Sorry about that, folks. I'm back. Had to step out for just a minute. Looks like Billy is sitting in pretty good shape at 13 or 23,000. He's up about 13. It looks like. Frankie looks down at pocket sevens. Frankie's up looks like about 1,300. Bo folds, Daryl folds. Frankie wins $10. Looks like we've probably got about 15, maybe 20 minutes left on this live stream. And it's funny for people that, if you're not around the club after the live stream ends, the game continues. And it seems like the later we get, the crazier it gets. So it's sometimes I wish we could keep the live stream going, but a lot of times these guys will rack up their chips and move to a different table. Just the railing on this table is a little tall. And like Charlie said, we've got a whole new setup coming in. It's going to have a little shorter railing and be a little bit different shaped table. It's a little more conducive for dealers and players, and finding the RFID reader. So you see those circles, and you kind of still have to hunt around to find it so that the reader can pick up the cards. And the new table we're getting will resolve a lot of those issues. So and who knows, we might even be able to get two tables going at once on here sometime, or have two different streams. I'm not sure how it all works, but I'm sure people a lot smarter than I am will be able to figure that out. And while I'm sitting here and we're getting close to the end, if anybody out there is watching, I just want to ask everybody, just if you would, if you're thinking about it, just everybody say a little prayer for my little sister and send her some run good. That's all I want to say about that. But just understand that right now there's need a little run good. So like I say, if you think about it, we would certainly appreciate it. Reagan looks down at pocket kings, makes it 225 to go. Billy calls, Daryl calls. Oh, wow. 888. Looks like Alex and Robert called. Clyde folded. Reagan raises to 50. Roy calls with pocket sevens. Bo has pocket sevens. Frankie calls with 10-9. Bo moves all in with pocket sevens for 1,700. And Bo's probably going to win this pot. I don't see Roy calling right here. Oh my goodness. He made a liar out of me. And Frankie would have won the hand when Frankie sees this. Alex calls, Billy calls, Clyde calls the 10, Frankie calls, Bo calls, Daryl checks. Flop comes 8 jack deuce with 2 clubs. Clyde has the best club at the table. Oh, never mind. It comes deuce deuce jack. 8 of clubs on the turn. Eight of diamonds on the turn. Frankie bets is going to take it down. Back to PLO. Clyde 3 bets it to 40. Reagan 4 bets it to 150. Roy folds. Looks like everybody's going to fold. Alex folds. Clyde calls the 110. Flop comes jack 4 deuce. Reagan has pocket aces. Billy has the only club draw on the table. Reagan bets 250. 3 of diamonds comes on the turn. Reagan will take it down with the 3 of spades on the river. And Clyde folds. Looks like Clyde made it 40 to go. That may be a straddle. It is a straddle. Reagan's going to be first to act. Roy raises to 150. Alex calls the 150. Billy folds. Clyde will call the 110 with that hand. Clyde raises. He 3 bets it to 450. Roy calls. Alex should call. Ace, King, 10. Queen, Jack looks pretty good right now. Clyde picks up 70% favorite. And bets 500. I'm guessing 500. Of course, oh, okay. They changed it, so it's yeah, it changes. Clyde bets 500. Alex should call that, bro. They move it all in. And Alex is going to take it down. I think we've only got a couple more hands, if I'm guessing. I just want to thank everybody for listening. And, you know, sometimes commentating these things, you have to try to save the game, but I'm going to have to say tonight, I think the game kind of saved the commentator. It's been a fun game to actually just sit here and watch. I'm going to walk out and check and see where we're at and see how many hands they want to go or what time they want to shut us down. I'll be back with an update. Okay, folks, this will be our last hand of the night. Again, want to thank everybody for watching and hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, I think the game kind of saved me tonight, but it was certainly fun to watch. There's been lots of chips move around the table. And we will certainly look forward to you coming out and playing with us and hanging out. From everybody here at Kojaks, as soon as this hand is over, we will say goodnight. It's like Billy raises it. Reagan's going to call the 30 with ace king. Don't know what the other fellas have. Frankie calls with pocket threes. Comes 3-8-5. Frankie flops top pair and a gut shot, but he didn't realize he's so short on the sixes. Billy's going to bet 200, it looks like, 150. Everybody's going to fold. Billy's going to take it down. Looks like Billy's the big winner tonight. Looks like Frankie's up. Alex is definitely up. Daryl's up. So just want to thank everybody for watching tonight, and we look forward to seeing you at Kojaks, and we'll see you here next Saturday. Have a good weekend.